Welcome to Lesson 5, Functions, the place where Java and JavaScript devs quietly start writing Pythonic code without realizing it. On the surface, def looks like any other function keyword, but underneath you've got keyword arguments, the mutable default trap, Args unpacking, tuple returns, and the LEGB scope rule, small pieces individually. But together, they're the reasons senior Python looks nothing like the JavaScript you might be tempted to translate. Here's the map for today. 4 skills: defining functions with positional and keyword arguments, returning multiple values through tuples, the LEGB scope rule that explains every name error you'll ever hit, and the power trio, Args, kwargs, and lambda. Nail these 4 and your functions stop smelling like translated JavaScript and start looking like they belong in a Python codebase. Start with the 3 argument shapes. Positional is what you already know. Add A, B, call it with 2 values, done. Defaults make arguments optional, so greet works with or without a custom greeting. But the real upgrade is the 3rd pattern, naming arguments at the call site. Look at create user with 4 bare positional values. What do true and false even mean there? Now look at the version with age, admin, and verified spelled out. The senior rule, 2 or more arguments of the same type. You name them at the call site. Always. Now returns. Python's so-called multiple return values? It's a lie. You're just returning a tuple, and the magic is the unpacking on the other side. Div mod safe returns 2 values, Q and R picks them apart, done. And if you don't write return at all, you get none implicitly. The senior reflex. 2 or 3 returns is fine, but the moment you hit 4, stop. Switch to a dict or a data class so the fields actually have names. Speaking of names, here's the rule that governs all of them. LEGB, local, enclosing, global, built-in. When Python sees a name, it checks inside the function first, then any outer function wrapping it, then the module level, and finally the built-ins like print and len. That's it. Every name error you've ever stared at is Python walking this chain and coming up empty. Burn those 4 letters into memory. It's the senior shape for reasoning about scope. Now scope's the easy part. Here's the one that actually bites. Never use an empty list or dict as a default argument. Defaults get evaluated once when the function is defined, not on every call. So that innocent-looking items becomes one shared list across every invocation. Call add item twice, and you'll see bleeding into the next call. The fix is muscle memory. Default to none, then create the list inside. That's the senior shape. Now 3 power tools you'll see everywhere in Python. Args collects extra positional arguments into a tuple. Kwargs collects keyword arguments into a dict. And lambda gives you a throwaway one-line function. Together, they're the classic wrapping pattern. Forward anything to anything. But here's the senior reflex. Named arguments and def are clearer 90% of the time. Reach for these when you actually need arbitrary forwarding, or a one-liner for sort and filter. Anything longer? Use def. Okay, 6 patterns. Memorize these. Force keyword only with a bare star once you hit 3 or more params. Callers can't mix them up. Never use a mutable default. Use none and assign inside. Add type hints from day 1, even just on the signature. One-line doc strings on anything public. Return early instead of nesting. Flat beats pyramid every time. And keep functions pure when you can. Same input, same output, no global mutation. That's the senior shape. And here's the whole lesson on one screen. 12 patterns. The Daily Python Kit. Basic def. Default values, keyword only with the bare star. Single return, tuple return. Unpacking on the receiving side. Args, kwargs, lambda for the one-liners. None as your sentinel default, the LEGB scope chain, and type hints on every signature. Screenshot this. That's the senior shape. Now the flip side, 5 ways those patterns go wrong. Mutable default shared across calls, forgetting return so you get none silently, mutating a caller's list by accident, call sites with 5 positional booleans nobody can read, and lambdas doing real logic when they should be a def. Every Python dev has been bitten by at least 3 of these. Recognize the shape now, and you'll write functions that don't bite back later. Time to put hands on keys. 3 exercises, each one drilling a pattern we just covered. First, build greet with 3 call shapes: positional, keyword override, and the excited flag. 1 return, F string, and a ternary. Second, min-max, returning a tuple you unpack at the call site into low, high, n. Third, the trap. Write add log with history equals empty list, call it 3 times, watch the bug, then fix it with none. Do these and your functions stop smelling like JavaScript. That's lesson 5. You've got def with args and kwargs, multi-return tuples, LEGB scope, and the mutable default trap burned in. Tomorrow we go to the thing you actually touch every single day: list, dict, tuple, set, and knowing which one fits without thinking. That's 80% of your Python decisions, and getting it right is pure senior reflex. See you in lesson 6.